Hello and welcome everyone to the Bard's Tale 4. We are here again, just finishing Into the Wood quest, and we are here in the town of Fion, the Ficti capital in the Intriac. So, today is going to be a bit of a running around and upgrading some equipment here. I had a look at all of the different items that we might want, and I found out that there's not actually a whole lot of items that we can buy. And this is actually a re-recording, and I didn't have a video up yesterday because I recorded an entire video and then ended up kind of scrapping it because I made some mistakes in that one. So we're going to try this again. And what I didn't consider last time was that there's actually I went to the Bard merchant, or the music merchant here in Fion, and I learned that there is a much better merchant nearby, going by the name of Ham. Ham of Hartley was his name, I think. So we'll be going back to Fettercairn for the music merchants, and then we'll also be visiting some merchants here in Fion, to grab extra boots. We are going to need... We've got 2 things of elven boots already, so we're good for elven boots, but I would like some berserker boots. I know Fiona will need some. I know that our next person, Gwendolyn, will need some, I believe, as well. So, we will be wanting some more boots. Also, this is Sir Stephen of Dangler. I believe we should have actually found him twice before already. He's another one of the reoccurring characters like Farmer Killa. And, yeah, they seem to have liked adding these characters in. He is actually found in, Scarbray Below, as well as, Fettercairn, both of the taverns, drinking away, and, yeah, he's got this giant invisible bird named, Blackhawk, and apparently that's how he gets from tavern to tavern.
Ah, we meet again.
Or he's just crazy and drunk, I'm not sure.
If only I'd known you were traveling here. Black Hawk and I could have brought you here in a jiffy.
I have a tendency he's telling the truth, but I haven't exactly seen the bird.
He's up at the top of the quarry, but invisible, of course. Don't like to startle the natives, you know.
Yes, of course.
So good to see you again.
Well met, music lover.
Who are you?
I'm Peasant. I look out for Melanie. If you'd like to hear her sing something special, you just talk to me.
And who's Melanie?
Melanie's the finest singer north of Fettercairn, with the biggest repertoire. If there's a song you like, she probably knows it.
Is she the only singer north of Fettercairn? Sorry for the insult, but
The music.
just a question. I haven't. Honestly, I don't know what's all north of here.
Well, hello. Would you like to hear a song? Ask Peza to put it on the list.
What can you sing?
I can sing every song you know, heroes. But Peza takes the requests. Talk to him if you want to hear something special. I'm Melanie, a lover of music and a singer of songs. Been making my living with my voice since I was knee-high to a dandelion.
Alright.
Goodbye.
The Adventurous Chef, or How to Cook Monsters Now That You've Killed Them. And this is Asti, and he is the local bartender.
Welcome to the quarry, friends. What'll you have to drink?
This is a quarry?
Well, it was back when the Badish came north and tried to take the Inshriach for their own. Harlan's Folly, that big ruin off to the east. All that rock was dug out of here. But we Fichte don't build with stone. Nothing you can't leave behind at a moment's notice. So we've made a drinking pit out of it. A better use by far, if you ask me.
Alright. What is the local specialty here? Ah, yes. There are 3 places that each have their own local specialty. Fettercairn, here in Torr Fion, in the quarry, as well as over in the Stenish Isles. I don't remember, in the Iron Lands. So once we get to all 3 of those places, and get the local specialty of each, then we'll be able to complete Tortuga's Swim quest, which will give us access to Tortuga's Brooch, which we'll be able to trade in later for Tortuga's Shield. Of course, it'll be a little while till we get that, but that's an item that we want to put on Merlin our Bard. I mean, Merlin our Dwarf DPS. And so, in order to get in the right mindset to speak with a drunk, we got a list of 3 different drinks. One was Drekker's Dram, one is Stag Swift Wine, which we could get here.
Ah, that would be Stag Swift Wine. It'll make you grow antlers and run through the wood.
And then there's also one more, Selkie's Tears, that we'll find over in the Iron Lands. Alright, what do you have for drink? I would like 2 Stag Swift Wines. One for the quest, one for good measure, just in case we need it. Since we're going to be using one of each for the quest, and then sometimes they can be a necessary item in the in some of the shrines. I'm blanking. What are they called? The offering statues. That's what they are. Okay. I'll go ahead and grab all these drinks as well. Trow Squeezin', Dwarven Stout, thank you. Water, sugar, grain, anything for making drinks. We're short on onions, we're short on apples. And anything else? I think we're good. Yeah, we've got lots of everything else, I assume? Yes, we do. I'll grab some potatoes as well. There we go. Alright, that'll be good.
Tomorrow we may die, eh? So drink up.
Go ahead, grab an herb. And we've got a save option here. A simple cog. And that is a quest item. Does it go automatically into the quest items? We have 3 simple cogs now. Those are important for some of the gear quests that are missing gears. And Lily Piper, she's got a riddle for us. And
Hey, friend.
I messed this up last time. I had the right idea, but I just completely miscounted.
How would you like to answer our riddle?
Yeah.
If you get it right, I'll give you 50 skiat. Every time you get it wrong, you give me 50 skiat. All right?
So the first time I did this riddle, and we'll hear the riddle first.
Excellent. Here's the question. You're having a drink with a lexiconographer, and he asks you how many numbers there are between 1 and 7. What's your answer?
The one red herring that I found in this one was, you're having a drink. Does that mean that he's drunk? Does that mean he's going to give the right answer? But turns out it doesn't matter. Anyways, the first time I heard this question, I'm like, what in the world is a lexiconographer? Lexicon is, is like someone who keeps a record, I think, right? But especially referring to like writing dictionaries and ordering words and letters. So you're actually looking for alphabetical and not numerical. So if you're looking at, like, if you're to look up in a dictionary how many numbers are between 1 and 7, and assuming you're only counting single-digit numbers, then between O and S, the only single-digit number you've got is, or the only two single-digit numbers is, well, 7 and 6. But I realized, and this is where I made the mistake last time when I was recording this for the first time, yeah, I didn't realize that the I came after the E. So the answer here is actually none. I picked 1 earlier, but there will be no numbers between 1 and 7.
Well done! The lexiconographer was thinking alphabetically, and alphabetically there are no numbers between 1 and 7. Here's your 50 skiat. Now, how about you buy me a drink? So long, sport. Not many who can outplay Lily Piper.
Farewell. Alright, so one thing I want to do first. I did a bunch of exploring around the place already. Although, I guess we didn't go out here. Although, this is a different place entirely. There's a new quest in that place. Oh, right. We can't actually go out here yet. Because, yeah, we cannot exit the... we can't exit Fion until we get the ability to pull back the vines here. So, we'll be back for that. And I'm going to go first to stop by... I'm not going to start this quest yet. I'm going to stop by back home in Scarborough below, because we need to go grab our friend Ringneck, and he's actually going to help us out with a bit of the shopping. The shopping that he does is we're gonna try unlocking the Master Thief perk, and he's just gonna try to swipe a few items while we're out shopping today. So that's the goal. Because he'll have a % chance. I don't know what that % is, but he will have a % chance in order to grab all the items from a trade, or essentially, you make the trade for the items, you pay the person, and then you swipe all the money. Yeah, it's just the rogue will, like, you get someone else in the party to do the trading, and then you get the rogue to sneak around and swipe the money pouch.
Oi,
Oh, there we go.
puppy dog. Find the end of the rainbow yet?
What?
I think we've
I
heard
didn't
this one
even
already.
know that was something you could find.
Certainly you can. Start over there and head north.
Oh, I thought there were
You can't
enemies
miss
over
it.
here.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
there was earlier.
Stay in
Okay.
the camp.
Oh,
Don't go
see,
looking for trouble.
when I went back to the... I understand now. When I went back to the... What was it called? When I went back to save for the next save, I actually sorry about that. I of course had to go back to a point that was actually before the episode. However, because of we usually start at the autosave, I wasn't able to go back to that because I already made another autosave. So with that, I had to go back just before we finished Into the Wood quest. So we are actually now starting into the
There you
other
are,
quest,
friends.
and I'll just have to talk to Mother Nain again. I can click
Maybe
through
along,
it.
or just stopping by.
Ringneck, hello. We would like you to join the party, but also, let's hear a little bit about you and your story. Why'd you
Quite
become
the
an
job,
adventurer?
Really. I make my living finding and fixing old junk, so I was always climbing into forgotten places, and sometimes there was nasties in there. So I had to learn to fight, sneak, pick locks, make myself scarce. A suspicious set of skills to normal folk. So I found myself relying on the Adventurers Guild when I got in trouble, instead of the City Watch. Now I've been a loyal member for 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, huh? Impressive. Alright, when did you first learn of this madness?
Alguin told us. He said something bad was coming. Wasn't sure I believed him until Gowfroy grabbed him and nearly turned him against us. That really brought it home. Made up my mind to fight it whatever it was, then and there.
Alright. Go ahead and join us there,
Absolutely.
Ringneck.
Done all the fixing I can around here. Ready to get out and make a difference.
Alright, so who do we replace him with? I think I'll replace him with Una for now. I think so. We will grab Una... we'll grab Una later.
Ready when you are.
We'll be back for her. Okay, one thing that I almost forgot to do, or one thing that I forgot to do last time, because I was a little bit, out of order, is I would like to finish off some of his skills here. So we have to unlock his skill tree. And we can do that by talking to the review board.
Welcome again, adventurers. Once more you return to us for knowledge. You have completed no great acts since the last time you visited us. But in light of your previous achievement, farewell, adventurer.
We would have heard the, we would have heard a different line if we would have finished off the Into the Wood quest before coming here. Alright, so that means that we can go ahead in Subterfuge and grab the Master Thief perk. It'll give him a Strength, 2 Constitution, and the passive when the rogue gains a chance to steal all purchased items after confirming a trade. Which means, oh, did I actually grab it, or did I just hover over it? There we go. Wait. Oh. We hadn't leveled up yet. Alright. That was the issue. We need everyone to level up here. So, I think we're gonna get that by finishing off the quest and talking to Mother Nain. Was there anything else that we wanted to grab here first? Honestly, I don't think so. But I'm gonna go ahead upstairs and check it out first. So, a couple things that we were wanting to look out for is possible armor, and also possible weapons. I think we're mostly fine for the weapons, because let's see what we have. We've got an Ironwood Shillelagh for Merlin. If we found a gold rarity one, that would be good, but since Head Knocker is actually a tier 1 skill, and of course, by tier 1, I mean you can get it here instead of over here. Since it's a tier 1 skill, we're not likely to find, like, high rarities of those ones. Like, it is still possible, just quite unlikely. We also have Melody. She's got her elven weapon, which is going to be with her for the rest of the game. And honestly, once we get 2 more elven weapon shards, we'll get another one for Merlin, I think, and he'll probably go with that. Probably. Unless he wants to go with a mace. which he can go. That wouldn't be a bad option for him. Because, like, let's see. Next, he's going with one-handed weapons, and then he's going with the Bludgeon Master. Foe Dropper will allow him to push people back. Okay. What else do we want here? We've got Fiona currently using Spectre Snare. I don't exactly remember what else she was supposed to use.
What now?
And then we've got Shakespeare with the Strife Spear. So, really, I think Una might be the only one that needs an upgrade, funny enough, and we kind of left her a bit behind. Okay, I'm just going to sort some items out here. We're going to need to sell some things. Let's see. 215 for that arming sword. We've got a better one. Oh, I guess these can... Actually, let's learn those recipes. Let's do that. And I want to keep the mace, the arming sword, and I guess I could keep another shillelagh over here. I need to figure out what else we have that we're going to keep. We're going to be selling a lot of these items. Chainmail boots. We'll keep all of our boots. That is something that we will want to keep. Giant hide Oh. Ironwood Elven Helm is actually the same as the Giant Hide Reinforced Leather Helm. That's something that I would like to keep. Anything else, though? Rune-Stitched Berserker Battle Dress. I'm gonna have a look to see if we can put that on Una, perhaps. I think that would be good for her. What else? We've got a Adamaz Dirk. But we haven't been using rogues or practitioners, so we're not going to need any of that. Berserker Horned Helmet. That's actually not the best. The Modern Chainmail Coif is actually better than it. And yeah, we can find much better gear than that. Giant Hide Leather Helm. It is a orange rarity. However, because it is only a leather helm and is of a lower tier, it's not going to be worth nearly as much to us. Okay, I want everything to get out of the first and second pages. That is useful for other things. And I'm going to grab a couple more kegs. Where are those kegs going? Oh, they're going over here. And we can make some new meals. Roasted carrots. They give 7 constitution. Let's make some carrots. And shepherd's pie needs baked potato. Oh. I don't know how to make baked potato. How do I make baked potato? I don't think I can yet. And let's see. Swap these things around. I'm keeping them still in order of how much constitution they give. Okay, there we go. And are we able to make soups now? We are able to make soups because I got some more onions. And we'll make some more broth as well. We're out of cooking herbs, so I'll grab a few of those. That was lots. And we'll use them up eventually. Okay, that's good. We're good to go. So we're looking for certain armors. These guys aren't armor merchants or weapon merchants, but I wanted to check to see if they had any other things. We can use the gold trefoil. We'll use those for some of our fancier drinks. Apples, and do we need any of the other herbs? I'll grab some blue witch root. And And what else? I think we're all good for everything else here. Okay.
Welcome back.
Heading over to... What's his name? Anvil Fist Gallo? Yes, that's it.
Strange days.
That happens all the
Strange
time. I just cannot remember his name, and then I get close to him. It's like,
Always
oh
thought-
yeah, I remember now. Alright, let's see your wares. What do you have for us? A lot of things that we're not going to be able to use. However, I would not mind that helmet. And eventually we would like to get the this armor here with the officer's mail, and that's going to be a big bonus for us. However, we actually need a few more levels in order to make good use out of this. Once we have those levels, and we have some levels to spare to put into armor, then we will go ahead and come back for those. I'll grab the Berserker helmet, though. That'll be good for us. And honestly, we really won't need anything else. I'll grab the leather reinforced boots, just because they might be handy. Other than that, though, nothing really else we want here. However, he does have a lot of money, meaning that we can sell a few things here. So, let's do what we can. Sell what we can. I'm going to keep the Ironwood Elven armor here. Everything else can go. And... yes, that will include... the priestly vestments, and a lot of different items. We do have a... no, we don't. Okay. I would like to keep a bastard sword around. This one is a 326. And I think that's the only one we have right now. Actually, no, there's a green quality one as well. I want to keep one of these because I might put one on Melody if she gets dual wielding. And I'm just going to go ahead and sell the rest of these things. This is the reinforced leather. Yes, it is. Okay, everything else could go. Including the Adamas Dirk. And what else? Well, everything. Everything can go. Including the Razor Strop. Even the Chainmail Coif can go. And was that everything? Looks like we got a full plate helmet as well. And a long axe. Okay. Is that everything? I'm thinking so. We do have some musical instruments. We can probably sell those later. And yeah, I think we're doing fine. Yep, looks good to me. He's still got 1,200 gold that we can come back for. We have 5,100 total. 5,189 gold in the pocket.
Hot soup! Delicious soup!
And we'll be able to head over as well.
The bishop has the
How
right
about
of
a
it.
tale of Chainbreaker Ringneck?
We've got
Oh.
no choice.
I've not heard one of the god of the Trow in far
I'm
too
going
long.
to take a seat on this
Well,
rock.
Janek's not
and,
really a god.
Listen.
We call him our first ancestor, the cleverest trow that ever lived.
Right, I knew that. So tell us a tale of him.
If you wish. So, one day, old Channy, for that's what we call him, was in the kitchen of the Elf Queen with a stack of plates as high as a giant's eye to wash.
As high as a giant's eye. Lovely.
And, well, Channy had better things to do than wash all that, so he had an idea. He told the Queen's astrologer that he'd seen heaven in the reflection of a polished plate, and could spy upon all the naughty doings of the gods.
Brilliant.
And so, Before you could blink, all the lords and ladies of the court were crowding up the kitchen and getting busy with the soap and water, then peering at their reflections. Those plates were done in no time.
Alright. Thank you for the story there, Ringneck. A little peek at some of the stories of the old gods of the elves, the dwarves, and the drow.
You can't be in here.
Excuse me?
Garth's is a respectable business. We don't sell to adventurers and the old races. The paladins buy from us.
Alright, so you sell to the paladins.
That's right. We've got the seal of approval from Bishop Henry himself. Official armourers to the temple.
Completely
Sorry,
unfair.
friends. Have to make a big show of brushing you off, just in case the Fatherites are watching. But it looks like the coast is clear. If you want anything, just let me know.
Alright. Are you afraid of the Fatherites?
It's been terrible since Henry's become bishop. Worse every day. I'd run below and join the Adventurers Guild like you. But Garth's is an institution in Scarabray. If I closed it, I couldn't face my ancestors, could I?
Gotta keep the family business alive, huh? I assume that Garth's is from a previous version of the game. And, similar to Roscoe's Emporium, where they had their shops back when the old heroes were around, and they don't want to let the legacy disappear. Alright, what do you have, Rona? I'll take some of these, thank you. Activation cog and simple drive cog. And what else do we have here? We could grab an adamast mace. And that would not be a bad option for Merlin, for example. It would give him 3 constitution, 1 more armor class, and 3 strength. But pardon me, stretch. Alright. Let's see. So the question is that bonus, or is that item really worth the 1260 price tag that it has on it? I'd like to say not likely. Although this bastard sword might be nice. That's what, 528? And what do we have over here? This one is 426. No, that's the armoring sword. 326. It's not a big upgrade. Honestly, these things are quite pricey. And like this armoring sword is 437. This one over here is 426. So we could pay almost 1,000 skiat for, well, I guess if you minus the 153 from this other one, honestly, it's not that much of an upgrade, and I think we can save some money for now. There will be other things that we could buy here. I thought we would find more, but yeah, once we get the Elven Shards, then we'll be able to get a good mace for Merlin. Like he might actually use a foe dropper. Like, well, he's definitely going to be using foe dropper, and I'm not exactly sure if he's going to be using. Let's see. The passive on the Elven weapon, the sharp passive. I'm not sure if he's going to be using the crit chance from it. I really don't know. I'll need to pull out my list again over here. I will grab my list. I'll do that during the loading screen. I'm trying to do it with one hand and it's not working. I accidentally buried it. Alright, back to Torr Fion. Okay. Opening my list. So, the weapons were Merlin would get a mace or a crafted mace while using either the Spectre Snare or the Hungering Blade, and that was the plan for him. Which I could have put Spectre Snare on him, and I don't exactly remember why I didn't. No, I don't remember why. Fiona was supposed to go with the weapon called Pestilence. And yeah, why did I not choose to put the Spectre Snare on him?
What?
Right, because we're currently using the Shillelagh, and the -1 opportunity from Head Knocker is actually quite useful. Yes, that is why we did it. Just because we needed extra mental damage, and we wanted the ability to use the Shofar to gain Raimudo time with no cooldown, and just use Head Knocker a bunch. However, if we were using it without the Shillelagh, it would cost double the opportunity for every time you wanted to use Head Knocker. So you'd only be able to use it, what, twice? And honestly, that's definitely not worth it. Okay, I'm gonna go have a chat with Mother Nain again. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through all of the dialogue for that. And that way, we should level up from the experience she'll give.
More strangers. The house. Good. May Mathan embrace you.
There we go.
Strangers.
Everyone leveled up.
We
900
have to
XP.
impress a goddess? I've never impressed anyone.
Hope she's not hungry.
Alright. So we're looking for Ringneck to get the Master Thief perk. We want Merlin to start working towards the Bludgeon Master. And Shakespeare is actually going to pick up Grand Rabble Rouser, giving us +1 opportunity and +3 strength. So now we'll have a bonus opportunity. And next quest is going to be Sacred Grove. We're likely to do that not next episode. Next episode is going to be dealing with the Paladins. And what else? I'm not sure if it'll take 1 episode or if it'll take 2 for the Paladins. But we'll deal with them. And that'll also be the Holy Path quest. Meaning that we're going to go ahead and find the Paladin Captain. And we are going to go ahead and give Fiona the Preacher trait. And that's when our build starts to come online there, I think.
Outsiders? I've got some
Alright. I want to see what this guy has for us. Roast beast recipe. I want to find that baked potato recipe. I'd really like to find that. And I'm going to put those lockpicks over here. And what else? We could buy a mercenary token here, which honestly, I'm okay with doing. And what else? I would like to buy your gold trefoil. It's kind of pricey. It is what it is, though. We'll buy your fairy dust. We'll buy some lockpicks. That way we're not using so much. They're fairly cheap, and that way we're not using so much metal. And we'll also buy your Malefian Essence. Thank you. Alright. Think that should be good. How are we for herbs again? I know I just bought some herbs. We're buying a lot of gold trefoil. That's 9 gold trefoil. That'll help a lot. And you know what? I'll buy some elf grass as well. They're real cheap.
Best of luck.
So we do have a chance now to steal all of the items in a given trade with Ringneck's ability. It has not activated yet, but it will come in handy.
Now, here's a likely crew.
Alburn will have some useful
You,
things for us.
Friends! Look like you need some armor. The whole lot of you. And I'm the man to sell it to you. Please, let me sell you some armor. And yes, I know it's not up to dwarvish or elvish standards, but it's good enough for everyday work.
If it's not up to dwarvish and elvish standards, it's likely not up to mine, but we'll see what you have. Please, you're begging that I sell you these things.
I admit I'm a bit desperate. You see, my brother and I came up here to the Inchriac, both boasting that we was such fine salesmen that we could sell arms and armour to the Ficti. Well, it hasn't worked out so well for either of us, but I'm damned if I'm going back home to Scarabray with less coin than Elbert, so I gotta make some sales. And I'll tell you true, Elbert's weapons aren't the best quality either, so there's no need to be buying from him.
Well, I'm not going to be buying much from you either. And I'm probably not going to buy anything from your brother. So, you're likely okay in that sense. However, honestly, you probably just need to swallow your pride and head back home if this really isn't working out for you. Let's see. Show us what you have.
Please, let's make a deal.
I will take some of your gear. I was going to get some reinforced leather boots just to have. Not going to do that anymore, however. And I'm going to put these over here. I wanted to look and see what other boots he had. He does actually have more of the
Hey.
Berserker Battle Garb. I think I will just buy another set of Berserker Battle Garb. And I think I also want to grab... I don't need Elven Boots. Although I guess I'll know where to find them later. I will grab some Berserker Boots. Because those will go on... well, both Merlin and Shakespeare need Berserker Boots. I mean, need Elven Boots. And they both have their Elven Boots. Everyone else pretty much will need the Berserker Boots. And possibly someone will have the Red Boots. But I think we're okay here. Yeah, I think we're fine. Gwendolyn's going with medium armor. I was considering using a elven armor for her. Or a light armor, but she won't need that yet. Gwendolyn, of course, is going to be our Ficti Bard once we replace Leoslaith, who we're going to find in the next quest. Oh, alright.
Don't buy from my brother.
Ringneck hasn't found an opportunity to snag some things yet. So we're heading over to chat with his brother, see what he has to offer. Oh yes, I think we also already read this Elven Shrine. Place of worship, place of trees. Laughter of children, smoke on the breeze. Why is the music only in the center area there? I liked that music. It's one of my favorite Ficti tracks.
I will do anything to sell you the tools of the fighter's trade. Sword, axe, mace, spear, bow, you name it, I've got it, and I won't be undersold. And no, it's not dwarven work or elven steel, but it gets the job done. It's a matter of pride, you see. I came here to the Inchriac, boasting to my brother that I could make more coin selling swords to the Ficti than he could selling them armour. Well, neither of us is selling much of anything, but I will not be beat. So I'm ready to deal, friends, on everything in my stock. What do you say? Will you help me beat my brother?
I'm gonna say that it's probably not worth it, but okay, if you're really that set on it, Let's see,
I
what
know
do you
your
have to
kind
say about
turns up
quality?
your noses at human workmanship, but I can't afford to stock anything so expensive, so this is what I've got.
Alright. Let's see what you have
Let's
then.
make a deal.
You even have green weapons. Honestly, the bad thing about this is I could probably have bought better things in the original merchant that we found in Scarbray below. They could just buy your starter items with. Honestly, he had just as good, if not better things in this. Yeah, that's honestly a little bit sad. And you don't even have, like... You don't even have the tier 2 stuff. You only have tier 1. Like, if you had, like, some of the... like some things like the mace or the bastard sword or things like that, like... Oh, I guess he's got the... No, not the pickaxe. He does have... he does have a long axe for eviscerating slash, but... That's the only thing he has that's actually of a higher tier. We really don't want anything from you, and we don't have anything to sell to you either. Good luck with
Have
your
a nice
competition.
day. Don't buy from my brother.
Oh, what's this? Pick up the heathen and their gods. We got a book about the Einar. I see. Alright. Alright, Bjergal. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear what you have to say.
Is that... No, thou art not her. Why dost thou intrude upon my melancholy mood?
Who's Caitlin?
She who hath won my heart, a fair maiden of the Sidhe, who I did glimpse in the wood some months past, and whose face burns in my dreams so that I may not sleep. Without her I shall die. And so I wait here where she bid me stay, hoping she may one day return. And to prove my love is true, I have each day written a ballad for her, and shall sing them to her when again we meet.
Yeah, he's a little bit extra dramatic. And definitely a little bit... Alright, well... Yeah, he's a little bit, Oh, what was the word for it? No, I'm forgetting. Anyways.
I must not starve ere Caitlin returns, so I will sell these things to survive. They mean nothing to me anyway. Without my love, nothing does.
Okay, okay. Oh yes, that's what I was going to say. He's a bit of a slightly crazy, hopeless romantic. And yes, very, very overdramatic. Let's see. I could buy some of this stuff here. And he does have a jester's cap, which I might actually try equipping. But all of this stuff here is actually lower quality than some of the stuff that we can find in Fettercairn. I originally bought some of this stuff. Like, I bought some new shepherd's pipes, I bought a new shofar, and a new harp. But, yeah, we're not really going to find anything good there. I mean, here, really. I will buy the jester shoes. We might end up using them. I don't think it's very valuable, though. Honestly, Jester's Shoes is kind of just a worse red boots. I'm not going to buy them at all. It's 40 gold, and it's probably fine, but honestly, they take a entire skill point to learn, and they're just honestly not worth it. So, yeah, we'll grab the Jester's Cap. What it does is it's a helmet that gives a bit of armor class, and also you gain 1 spell point each time you take damage. So that might be useful on someone like possibly Una or possibly Melody. I think both of those options would be pretty good. Just Melody doesn't tend to use very much.
Thou seest the Lady Caitlin, tell her, please.
Like she doesn't really use much, or like many spell points. Like she does have Kale's Rudiment, which she usually only uses once, and then Sanctuary Score she uses once per turn. So really, she doesn't have a lot to use. And this reminds me, once we get a good item on Merlin, and maybe once we swap out the abilities for Fiona, we'll end up going ahead with a Shofar on her and going with a Raimu Duotime. We could probably actually go with that now if we had the boots for her, which we do actually. Now that I think about it, let's learn this roast beast recipe. How do we make that? Roast beast. Meat, cooking herbs, and onion. And it is worth 10 constitution, which is on par with sweet buns. Alright. 7, 6, 5. There we go. Now that we've went over the discussed the Raimu Duotime on Fiona, she can actually grab the Berserker boots. And are these both the same value battle dress? Yes. There you go. Fiona gets a new upgrade. She could definitely get a bit of bonus from the Berserker Horned Helmet. Although the passive on Lilith's Plume of Duplicy is quite nice. Let's compare Silver Circlet and the Horned Helmet here. We don't need 6 maximum spell points on Melody, at least quite yet. She doesn't even have the Minstrel, giving her another +2. We don't need that many spell points on her, so she can actually go ahead and... Well, Silver Circlet does give +4 strength. Hmm. 2 constitution and 1 intelligence for the price of 2 strength. I think the strength is better. The strength is probably better. It's only 2 constitution. The intelligence isn't super important.
Huh? Really?
What about the others? Okay, probably didn't need to get the extra headpiece then. That's fine. Oh, come on, only go 1 page. There we go. And giant hind reinforced leather helm. Got padded armor boots, which I will put in here. There we go. The padded armor boots and the chainmail boots actually have the same icon. And yeah, I'm probably not going to need this, but I'll keep it around.
What?
Once again, we have the elven armor, but I do not want to give it to Merlin. It's 3 constitution, but it gives 1 intelligence, and we want to keep him as low of intelligence as possible. I'm going to now head back to Fettercairn, and that is where we're going to pick up next episode in Fettercairn, going to fight all of those, all of the paladins that are in and around the area. So, I'm going to stop at, have a chat with Ham of Hartley, and then we'll put in a cut for today. Yeah. And I guess we'll actually have to go back to... yeah, we'll have to go back to the Adventurers Guild. I'll probably just do that in between streams, just so that it's not taking the extra time. We got for a master lockpick, we got a rune-stitched cultist robe. Not exactly the best item we could have gotten there. And I will head down the well, because there's another thing down here. I figured that while we have, now that we have someone who could use lockpicks with us, may as well use them while we can. What do we have here? Rune-stitched conjurer's hood. Unusual book. What is this? I see. I see. So this is from Farmer Gandhi. And he is the cabbage farmer. And he stored some cabbages in there. And I guess that's his diary. And he worships a cabbage god. And I didn't realize he was quite that crazy. But if you happen to find, or if you happen to have both Dalgleish and Fiona in a party together, you'll actually find out the reason why Farmer Gandhi really, really hates adventures. I think I've already talked to him.
Ah, you're back.
Yes, I have. So essentially, the reason why he hates cabbages is because Fiona and Dalgleish were goofing off, and I think they did something and crashed his roof in. And I think they have also done things like destroying his cabbage carts and such. Yeah, so he really really hates the adventures, because he loves his cabbages. Alright, Tom.
Word is, Manga has come back from the dead.
Well,
If
rumors
I'm
spread.
me, people will be asking for his song again. That means more coins in my cap.
Alright. What do you have for sale here, Ham? I hope so. You don't exactly have everything. You have a few things. Mage Weave Bagpipes, giving 5 Constitution and 6 spell points. That's a lot. Lyric of Legends increases the strength of all party members by 25% this turn. But because it's drunk 6, I am not really a fan, and I don't think I want to use it. The Ironwood Lute would be a compelling item. However, it is also drunk 6. And I think, for the purposes of what Una wants to do, even though she's going to be using Song of Compulsory Cavorting a decent amount, I think that Wayland's Watch and just being able to get the Drunk 3 bonus, reducing strength by 70% and intelligence by 50%, is going to be a lot more important than the Song of Compulsory Cavorting. We might pick one up just for the sake of boss fights, because this would be very effective, I think, in boss fights. Depending if they are immune to the her Song of Compulsory Cavorting or not. We'll leave that for later, though. I will go ahead and grab the Snow and Summer quest, or book. And we will want to grab a Shepherd's Pipes. And, which means we could also sell this one. As well as an Oakheart Harp. So that's going to give a lot more Constitution. That's extra 6 Constitution instead of the basic harp we've got there. Actually, I think the one that Una currently has is at a +3 right now. That'll still give her 5 Constitution. That'll make her a bit tankier. And I guess we don't have a shofar here. So between the episodes, I'll go ahead and just pick up a shofar from the other guy. We do have an extra. We do have Merlin's shofar. And what was he going to go for secondary again? Nothing for now. He was just using shofar for the sake of it. If we found something like a cornu, I don't know how to pronounce it. But it is just spelt corn with a U at the end. It's a horn-based instrument that actually improves Falcondine's Fury. And I think that would be really great for a secondary temporarily for Merlin until he finds the Tortuga shield that he wants. But as for that, we'll leave it there for today. And let's see.
I took a little extra.
And we were able to swipe some things from Ham. Sorry, sir, but I did what must be done. All right, so we'll leave it at that. We're going off to fight the Paladins next episode. I hope to see you all there. And yeah, between episodes, I'm just gonna go ahead, swap out Ringneck, and grab another shofar, just for the sake of it right now. And then we'll be back. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time. Farewell.